Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me again, your coach and trainer, Darren Persinger. And today in this bonus productivity nugget, we're going to be giving you a how-to Twitter, how to communicate on Twitter, and the 4 ways that you could be communicating on Twitter. I'm going to be guessing that you're probably only doing 1 way, which are the tweets, maybe 2, the direct messages, and you're skipping 2 others. So we're going to walk through all ways, which there's 4, that you could be communicating and connecting and engaging on Twitter. I've been getting a lot of questions about this since I've been putting a lot of stuff out about Twitter recently, and I haven't shown this to you guys yet. So we're going to walk through those 4 ways. The first one is a tweet, which is just the normal generic 140 characters out about what you're doing, what's on your mind, whatever's happening. You're kind of just talking at people. The direct message, that's how you can communicate with someone, which won't show up on your profile there on your feed. So it stays private between just you and one other person. The third way is a reply or an @, and that person, it will show up for them and they'll know that you're trying to communicate with them that way. So that's a way to start a conversation or continue a conversation. And then the 4th way is the retweet, and that's giving props to somebody that you liked what their tweet was. So we're going to launch right into this. I'm going to show you the 4 ways. So the first one, I'm just going to do a normal tweet for you guys, which is can be up to 140 characters, and I'm going to leave it up to Kelly to suggest what my first tweet will be. What do you got for a tweet?
I think you should tell everyone that the Fun Lovin' Criminals is the best band ever.
Okay, Fun Lovin' Criminals. She's been listening to it all day. Fun Lovin' Criminals. Forgot lovin'. Fun Criminals. Ha! Fun Lovin' Criminals is the best band ever. And since this isn't necessarily me saying this, I'm going to give props to Kelly back there. So I'm going to say via Kelly D. There we go. So that right there is a tweet. There you go. All right, so now moving on, we're going to do a direct message, and you'll find direct messages right here that you can go to on the Twitter homepage. Now there's going to be tons of different applications that you can set up. I'm just using the one actually out of Twitter to show this to you guys. Using other apps is advanced, and we'll come to that stuff later on. So let's see, who do I want to send a direct message to? Well, you know what? I'm going to say Matt Hayes. Matt. Showing people how to use Twitter and wanted to DM you so they know who you are if they need help with podcasts. Matt Hayes is very involved in the social media field, and he works with Dave Jenks on doing Dave's podcasts. So if you want to contact Matt on how he might be able to help you with some of your marketing and promotion and branding you, Matt's a good guy to talk to. So I'm going to send Matt a DM. Your direct message has been sent to Matt. So cool. All right. We're through the first 2. Those 2 you might have already known if you've been spending any time on Twitter. If not, there you go. So now I want to go to a reply or an @. I'll show you where else that comes into play is right here. So @Darren Persinger, if I click on that, everyone who sent me something will show up who's trying to communicate with me. Alright, so actually I'm going to go back to Wild Rhino here, Ray Wilburn, and another way, instead of putting the @ you can just hit this arrow button, reply to, and you see that the @ symbol will pop up at the top. I'm just going to erase that and show you once again how to do it old school. @Wild Rhino. Thanks for Karen. Hope your day is going well and you are crushing it. Okay, so that was a reply or an @ to Ray, and if we were looking at Ray's Twitter page and he went over here and clicked on it, he would see that show up for him. So the same way that I sent that to Ray, if someone was to send something to me right now, it would show up right here. All right, so now we're going to go back and we're going to look for a retweet. Okay, so here's a retweet. My friend Bruce Hardy over in Spokane. This looks pretty good. We're looking for volunteers to help out. Well, you know, that sounds nice. So all I'm going to do is copy what his tweet was, and I'm going to hit reply. So that brings Bruce's up. So I'm giving props to the person that originally put it out. In front of the @ I'm going to put an RT, which means retweet. Then behind Bruce's name, I'm going to paste what it is that I copied. So all I'm doing is quoting what Bruce has already tweeted, and I'm putting it back to the original author, which is Bruce Hardy. And when I update that, that will be the retweet. So I've walked you guys through the 4 ways that you can connect and engage online with the normal tweet, which is just a normal message out, direct message, go over your sidebar and find someone that you're able to send that direct message to, and that stays private between just you two. The 3rd way is to reply or @, and then the 4th way is to do a retweet. Those last 2 are ways that are really going to help you connect with people online, because your name, if they put a retweet back to you or an @ back to you, then your name is showing up in their feed. So ways for you to start building your network and really starting to connect online. If you guys have any questions, you know how to find me. Look forward to helping you guys. Best of luck.